Misfits, and welcome to the Misfit Adventurers podcast, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast where our group of friends sit around and play one of our favorite games set in our own homebrew setting of Aurelia. I am the Dungeon Master, Amanda, and I hope that you will join us and enjoy the story we have to offer. Hello, my name is Mortimer Maxwell Carter. How can I be the lowest?
Like yo ho ho.
Oh my god.
To a fucking game. Love y'all.
Oh, hold up. Before we get started, I have pancake. And Pancake will sit right here.
I love pancake.
We do love Pancake. Okay. Well, let's get started. So, the last time we were all together, the party was aboard the Emperor of the Waves as it was getting attacked by some sort of large tentacled sea creature. The ship started to sink as you guys raced to the upper deck, dragging the box you were sent there to retrieve. And basically just before the ship completely went under, you guys jumped off and swam to the rowboat and were able to get back ashore. And you received your handsome reward from the Vermilion Shades of 5,000 gold total. A hefty amount. You also sort of went back and touched base with Mortimer a little bit, learning a few new details, and Isla discovered some interesting things about something she had acquired as well. And I think we kind of ended around there. I think the last thing that happened is he said that you should probably check in with Noel at some point, but of course there's lots of other things to be done or do in the town of Edgewater. So, what would you guys like to do?
Okay, I do have a question.
Sure.
I should know this, but I don't. Do I have holes for earrings on either one of my ears?
Yeah.
They both do?
Well, you
yeah.
You know the answer to that question.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to put it on my, I'm going to put that earring on my right ear.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, stop.
What?
I need to roll for my temp HP, but I don't have my notes with me.
I think it was D8.
Amanda, is it the D8?
I think it's a D8.
I can roll it right here, Joe. On my, or not. Or roll it on my glass.
You see that 8?
Oh, we rolled an 8.
Wow, nice.
Rainbow die coming through.
Very nice. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, I'd like to buy some fun weapons, I think.
Buy some fun weapons?
Yeah.
I would too.
So would Joe. You trying to figure out how to override her HP?
There's also, well, y'all can buy whatever you want.
Are there any, like, magically enhanced bow and arrows? Or short bows? Or what do I have?
Well, you would have to go and head over to the Georgian Forge.
I would like to do that. Is anyone else joining us?
I'm going with her.
Yeah, I'll go too.
I'll go just to look.
Sure.
Ooh.
You guys head back to sort of the town square. And everybody give me just like a perception check for me.
Alright.
Which dice do you want to use?
I don't care.
I got these D20s.
12?
Or 21.
16.
21, 12, 16. Hang on, there's a train.
Nat 20, baby.
And I rolled a. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 16. Joe rolled a nat 20 plus, I'm sure, something.
Sorry, there was a train. Okay. I mean, honestly, you're all fairly perceptive, all things considered. It's just sort of like a weird vibe in town. Just a little... There's that train again. Just a little... Jeez. Chill. Do y'all hear that? Or is it
Yes.
just... Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not overpowering or anything. Just, you can tell it's there.
It's overpowering to me. There's just a sort of a weird, borderline tense vibe, just sort of in the town square. And I'd say my higher scored individuals notice there are like a couple towns guards like hammering a new notice on the board.
Emily, we can't hear you.
No.
She wants to go look.
I'm gonna hang back.
We want to go look.
Okay. Y'all go look. That's funny. Your microphone is attached to a person now. You go to look, and there's a new notice on the board. Actually, there's a couple things on the board that are new, but there's a new notice on the board that the one that they're nailing up says, if you have any information regarding the crime scene at the docks, please visit the authorities. There's also a wanted poster next to that description now. A likeness has been drawn and nailed up there. That for that Ronin individual.
Oh, so we got a picture of Ronan now, is what you're saying.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
What does this individual look like?
Give me, those that are looking at it, give me like an intelligence check.
6.
Intelligence. 7.
12.
I'm not checking my mod.
Well,
it's not
Joe
worth
rolled a nat 3, so
Wow.
12's the highest. That's mine.
For most of y'all, it's like, all right, it's a girl with long pale hair. For you, Isla, like there's something vaguely familiar about this, like I guess police sketch would be the equivalent, but you just can't quite put your finger on it with your 12.
Can I try and sketch it in my book so I can look at it later and think about it some more?
Sure. God, what should you roll to try and copy this drawing?
I mean, probably performance, right?
Sure. I like it. Why not?
Oh my god. It's a 6.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what you draw.
cannot wait to see this.
I'm not being subtle about this either. I'm like very.
That's what you get down.
I think this is
Amazing.
good drawing, right?
Raven shakes his head.
Ooh.
Hoot, hoot.
It's good. I think it matches the poster pretty well. Do they have copies of the poster that I could just take instead?
Do you like ask for one? Do you, you ask one of the I guess one of the guards. Oh, you need so you need a copy of the poster? Hey, Bill, do you have extras on you? Sort of reaches in. Yeah, I got an extra here.
Thanks. I'm gonna stick it in my bag.
All right.
I hate all this I roll too low when it matters kind of shit that's happening this
I'm still laughing about the stick figure drawing.
I think that's some of my best work, honestly.
It truly is. Hey, I've got your painting of Ash up here.
Oh.
Yeah, I have
On
a
my
sorry
mantle.
too. But yeah, that was not your best. The stick figure is.
I mean, I feel like I was pretty true to what Isla was able to achieve.
Oh, I can hear it. Okay, so something's familiar about her, but I don't know what. Okay, cool.
I kind of want to ask one of the guards about the crime scene at the docks.
Sure. Yeah, it was just weird. We found a couple bodies. They had these strange, suction cup markings around their throats. But we couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, that is weird.
We've been in the sea recently, haven't we? So that's
He's
not...
asking out of character.
You have been at sea. That is correct.
I mean,
just yesterday,
I was
today.
we were in seawater.
yeah, in the bottom of the boat, we were in the seawater.
And we also jumped off and swam to
Yeah,
the rowboat.
we were in the ocean.
I was fully submerged. So it's not
And
me.
the guard will also say to you, Darren, yeah, just be careful because this happened 2 nights in a row, so...
It happened last night too. I'll interject.
Yeah, there were found a couple bodies one day and then a couple the next, so...
To 4 total?
Was it... Bill, was it 4 or was it 5 total? He says, I think it was 5. I wasn't on the case myself, but it's just... I'm just like a beat
So what
cop.
kind of reward are we talking about if we know something?
They haven't
They just
said that there's a reward.
Well, there's usually a reward with these kinds of things.
They have yet to post a reward.
I should think, Revan, if we were good people, then saving people's lives would be enough reward, yeah?
Well,
Are we, though?
I feel like we've yet to establish whether you guys are good people or just
That's what
I mean, out of
Okay,
character,
okay,
I think I was
cool.
probably a
Cool.
pretty shitty person. But who knows?
So do we know
other
anything
question.
about who these victims were? Were they anybody of note or just
I mean,
random?
again, I'm not on the investigation. I'm just like a beat cop, but it seems like some of these guys were just sort of drunkards that hang around the docks. I think one of them was homeless. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't have been missed much if they hadn't been found, you know?
Oh, thank you for the information. We'll let
Yeah.
you guys know if
Of course.
you find out
It's
anything.
an active investigation, but, if, just, any information would be helpful.
Hey y'all, should we maybe stake out the docks tonight and see if we can catch whatever's happening?
Do you want to die?
Not
That's
particularly.
kind of ironic. Okay.
Not particularly, no.
Sounds like if you're. Never mind. Revan just turns away and starts looking for shops with weapons.
Yeah, there's a magic shop, Hobnobs and Broomsticks. There's Georgian Forge, Lox's Elixirs. Georgian Forge. All right. On the eastern end of the town square, you hear the sound of hammers striking metal that tell you that this is the local blacksmith. As you approach, you see a low-lying building of stone and wood that almost has a craftsman's style to it. The building is partially open to the outside, and you see inside a large forge with men and women hard at work, hammering metal into the shapes of weapons and molding armor. You find the name of the shop burned into a wide plank of wood that has been suspended from a post out front that reads Georgian Forge. Looking inside, you can see that it seems like a sort of a stocky half-orc seems to be the one kind of running the place.
Hey, I'm looking to maybe upgrade my short bow or buy a new short bow. I don't know if you can like put magic on it. That'd be really cool. I don't know if you'd have to collaborate with the magic shop for that or whatnot. Yeah, I'm kind of looking to upgrade my weapon.
Well, we can certainly see what we can do. Let's see. We can provide you or create a you need a more enhanced weapon than what you already have?
Yeah.
Well, I think you'd do better to just get a brand new weapon. We can craft one for you. Sort of slightly stronger sort. We can also silver weapons. I don't know. You talked about making them magical. Is there a specific thing you're looking for, or you just want something with just a little bit more heft to it?
Maybe is there a way to get my arrows to just come right back to me?
Oh, jeez. I don't know about that. That's well, we might have to
That's
talk
like really advanced. That's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of advanced.
Okay. Just a little more hefty. Maybe maybe have it silver. You never know what you're going to come up against.
We could get you some silver-tipped arrows, and then we could perhaps get you what we locals here call a +1 bow, and maybe that would do you good.
That sounds great to me.
It might take like a day or two to get that bow all ready for you and get those arrows tipped. But
I didn't even question it to fit the accent.
Errors.
Errors.
Get them errors tipped.
Authentic, yeah.
What kind of price are we looking at for this?
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Let me look that up. Pause.
How dare you not know when I just throw something on you?
We could probably do like a +1 bow for maybe like 500 gold. And then, let's say, silver in weapons. I mean, we're doing a whole batch of arrows. How many arrows you want us to silver?
Let's say 15.
15?
I don't know. Maybe. I want to know what they cost first.
Let's see. Silver in. Sorry, let me do a little bit of mental math, which is not my strong suit, if you can imagine. Let's say, silver, and how many arrows if I carry the 2? I'm just trying to scroll faster so I can get to where the arrows are listed in this little thing, and it's taking for fucking ever.
He's looking at the computer, and he's also scrolling.
What
right?
the fuck is a computer, dearie? I don't know what you're talking about. Is there no price listed for...
Control F.
Get out of here, Benji. I don't need this from you.
Joe. That was Joe.
That wasn't even me that time.
Man.
Oops.
Oh, you're getting the computer stats from 2 different angles
Come on,
now.
what?
As an artificer, I once heard of, as an artificer, I once heard of this Control F phenomenon.
We're gonna do like, I don't know, 1 arrow by itself is like, wait, is that for 20 arrows? I'm just gonna say that it's like 15 gold. I'm making up a number. That sounds reasonable.
Well, I'll give you 20 gold if you just do 20 arrows then.
Sure.
So 520?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that to him.
Ooh,
Do I
man.
think that's a good price first? For
You can roll for it. I don't know if it's a good price, but my mental capacity currently is limited.
what do I need to roll for that?
Intelligence?
I think I only have a +1. +2, 9. I probably don't know
Seems
either.
fine.
Yeah, okay, I'll hand him 520 gold.
I mean, you don't necessarily you don't really know how much these things normally cost. You don't really have a
Benji, is that a
comparison.
good price?
Wait, what?
She's asking you if it's a good... Look,
Out of character or?
Who knows?
I mean, I'm already handing over the money. It doesn't matter. I just want to know if I was had or not.
we don't know. It's fine.
Okay.
The world may never know.
Okay, well, that's fine. I gave him 520 gold.
Cool.
So.
If you come back late tomorrow, I'll have that bow and those arrows ready.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was just a struggle.
Now, Revan would like to approach the blacksmith and
Well,
well, I've been working on some lightning magic recently, and I'd like a sword that I can channel that through. You think that that's possible?
could maybe have that done. What
Would I need
exactly?
to go talk to a magic shop?
What do you intend to? What's your end goal with that in mind?
To be able to have the effects of lightning when I strike it, not necessarily being able to shoot projectiles of lightning yet, but maybe end game that.
So potentially when you use a sword or whatever, it would deal lightning damage instead of... Interesting. I like it. I think you might need to go talk to the magic shop people.
To the magic shop too? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'd like to just forge a sword.
Just a sword? Short sword?
Long sword.
Long
Sorry.
sword. Well, hang on.
Out of material that can withstand lightning, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Man, this is a metal.
Out of material that could withstand.
All you really need to make sure is that the hilt is like rubber or something, so that you don't. Okay, long.
Well, I would be able to conduct it myself.
That's fair. That's fair.
It might fry your systems, though.
I mean, just a regular old longsword, we can do you for like 25 gold.
Is there like a longsword +1 or?
You want the +1 version? That's gonna be.
Upgrade.
That'll be more in the 520 kind of range.
Do I have any kind of sense whether that's reasonable or
Make an
not?
intelligence check.
Oh, that's a lot better than mine. Intelligence is in main skills.
You're right.
You have +4. You got a dirty 20.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It seems like a little bit of a markup.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna come back with a. How does 475 gold sound?
Make a persuasion check.
This is where I get the nat 1.
Not that far.
9.
Nice.
What about like 510?
That sounds like a fair price to me.
All right. You come back
Okay.
like tomorrow night. We'll have that for
That
you.
sounds good. Perfect.
Anything else?
I'm good here.
What do you have in terms of daggers?
We've got plenty daggers. What? Do you just
At least a
want,
+1.
like,
I just have basics.
+1 dagger.
If you have higher, that'd be great. But
I
I'm working with
we're-
basics right now.
think based on where this town is situated within the context of the level you're at in this story, I think all we
There?
have are +1s.
Wow, that's so strange.
Blah, blah. We can do a +1 dagger for like for a dagger. We could do you for like 450 gold for a dagger, +1 dagger.
Can I see if that's fair?
Why don't you just try to
I'm
haggle
just gonna
it?
try. How much was it? 450.
That's what he said. 450.
So 450. 400.
Roll persuasion. Like, is that fair? If it is fair, I'll pay that.
That's 14.
14. What about like 415?
I can go for 415.
Sure.
And tomorrow night also.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks.
I really like that all of us can talk like metagaming. Like at this point in the campaign, all we've got the +1 deck. That just makes me so happy.
Weird.
I'm gonna ask the same about a rapier.
We got all your standard weaponry. Just gonna let you know right now, we have everything that's in the basic list of weapons. Like a plain old rapier is gonna be like 35 gold, and if you want the +1, which most people want, then for the finesse of that type of weapon, we're looking at like 550.
How about 425?
Roll persuasion. You little motherfucker.
It was an 18.
Wow, you rolled low, didn't you?
I did.
An 18, though, on this guy is like, what'd you say, 425?
Yep.
You know, I like the cut of your jib, sir. Yeah, I think we could do 425. That sounds about right.
Sounds good. I'll shake his hand.
Yep, hearty shake from George.
Shell over the gold.
I'm not
Or shell
entirely
out
sure if
gold.
that was the appropriate use of the word cut of your jib, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Was that your word from Sarah tonight?
No, actually, it was not. I think I failed my last one. I didn't really try. I was supposed to convince y'all that I was cool with the name Yo Ho Ho's, and I don't think I succeeded. So, is there anything else?
Yes. Hoots would like to walk up, and I'm going to charades some.
She can help if needed.
And I am alluding to some nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
Yes.
Okay.
Perchance. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Hoot.
I'm trying to think of because I don't think nunchucks quite exist. Hang on.
I might have a supplement that includes them if you want me to put it in the Google Drive.
Yeah, I think it's something that we can add in. I'm totally cool with that.
I'll have to look through my library of stuff.
Well, nunchucks. He'll say, you know, I think I understand the weapon in which you're alluding to. I have long studied this sort of traditional type of martial weapons, and especially this type that carries a bit of finesse with it. I've been experimenting. I don't have anything at the ready right now, but perhaps I could make a prototype for you to potentially use.
Hoot, hoot, wonderful.
And that would... Is this something that, like, would you want it to be a +1 something?
Not really. I actually just want to use it for flavor.
Oh, for flavor.
Hoot, hoot.
So, well, why don't we just start at like we'll start at like a 25 gold, and I'll work and present you with what I've got, and then you let me know if it's to your liking and if we can adapt it in any way.
Hoot, hoot. Deep bow, very thankful.
Amazing.
Perfect.
I'm sure we're gonna come back here for our missing players, but all right. Anything else at this store? No. Then where to?
I kind of want to go to the magic shop.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to go to the magic shop as well.
Sure.
Isn't that a BTS song? Magic Shop.
Yes, it's stuck in my head now.
It's a magic store.
I think it's shop.
It's Magic Shop.
Is it
Is Magic Shop an actual BTS song?
Yes.
It might be.
Yes. I'm not making it up.
Don't doubt her.
Magic Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've come to not question Emily's
Don't quote the dark
knowledge
magic to
of,
Emily. She was there when it
of
was written.
BTS discography.
On the western end of the town square is a 2-story building that almost resembles a greenhouse. The entire structure is made of glass and has no shortage of intricacies with its gradients of stained glass, ranging from deep blues and purples to warm reds and oranges, and lastly, vibrant yellows and greens. Above the front doors is a sign made of polished brass letters that reads Hobnobs and Broomsticks. Inside, you can see a sort of studious-looking halfling that's sort of poring over some books as he's at the counter, and sort of hovering nearby is what looks like a little fairy that's sort of poking and prodding and moving things about. And he sort of looks up. Hi, welcome to Hobnobs and Broomsticks. Just take a look around and see if there's anything that looks good. And if you have any questions, you can just ask me or Petal here. Name's Tuck. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tuck. I'm Darren. I'll reach out and shake his hand.
He looks up because he's a halfling and shakes your hand. Yep. And you can look around.
As we're looking around, I'm going to lean over to the group and be like, Noel told me to deal with Tuck, not Petal, when we're in here. So make your deals with Tuck. Because I take notes.
Proud of you. At least somebody does.
What's my character?
Yeah,
Don't pull
acting.
that. It's what my character would do. Bullshit.
Emily's method acting.
I am method acting. Look, you know I took notes religiously our first
I know. I'm just yanking your chain.
Pushing your skis.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff around. You'll see a few potions, some potions of healing, greater healing, components for standard spell use and stuff. Some of the more interesting looking stuff, there's like some sort of special looking armor. There's like a little, almost looks like a little feather token. There's a beautifully designed fan, and then there's like a sort of intricate horn.
I'll go up to Tuck and I talk to him. Hey there, Tuck. I've got a longsword brewing up over at the blacksmith's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like to be able to channel some magic into it, specifically lightning magic. But if we could make it other magic as well, that'd be great. I'm not super versed in weapons magic. Do you have any ideas on how I'd be able to do that?
Yeah, we can certainly look into it. Adding different damage types or
if that's not possible, don't even worry about it.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely gonna cost several hundred gold. But it's certainly doable. It's interesting. I'm used to dealing with like giving something resistance types. But I think that's something I could do, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't actually have the longsword on hand at this moment, so it was just a little question.
Sure.
Just poking around.
Well, feel free to continue poking. That sounds weird. Sorry.
I'll keep poking.
He goes back to work. What do you guys?
I just want to look around at the items.
Okay. What
Do
strikes
they
your...
have descriptions, or do I have to ask about them?
Probably gonna have to ask to get
What
descriptions.
was the thing you said before the fan?
A sort of feather token. It's like a little... Looking at it, it's sort of like a little... sort of tied together. It's a little collection of feathers. There's some that are sort of gray, blue, and white. And they're sort of bound together with like twine, and there almost looks like a little anchor tied to this little binding of feathers, and sort of is on like a little sort of like a little string, little chain.
Okay. Sorry, I totally interrupted you, Big Boy. My bad.
No, you're good. I want to ask about the horn.
Petal will fly over. So this is a horn of blasting, and it's pretty powerful. And you can see how nice the sort of handiwork here is. Look at all this like engraving, and we put, there's like a little couple of like little like jewels and things on it. And hang on, I'm pulling up like a description of the horn of blasting. Because I forgot to link that in my document. But you can sort of use this horn like when you're fighting and stuff. And it sort of sends out this sort of blast of like thunderous noise. And it can be pretty good at deafening people and stuff like that. Probably shatter like glass or like really brittle stuff with it too, so like don't blow it in here because this building is made of glass, and that would like totally suck.
All right, I won't do that then. Well, that's an interesting item. What else do you have here? I just want to hear about them all.
Wow, okay. Don't mind my typing here. It's fine. Do you ask for descriptions of all the things?
Let's just say the most interesting to peddle. The two most interesting to peddle.
The Horn of Blasting is pretty interesting. The armor looks very pretty. I don't know. It's all interesting. I don't know. It's hard to
Let's do the armor then. Let's do the armor then.
Cool. Okay, so this is the Mariner's armor, and looking at it, this armor sort of has like the metal. Is it metal? Unsure if it's metal or not, but it's sort of like the coloring is sort of like blues and teals. And it's sort of decorated with sort of like fish and shell motifs. And she's like, all right, so this is like special armor, and it kind of lets you like move underwater and stuff more like effectively. And if you are like underwater and you like fall unconscious or pass out, you just sort of like get buoyed up to the surface so you don't like drown and die and stuff. Oh, she gone. She left. She's gone.
She noped right out of that.
She did. She was like, I don't need that shit. This train came back. What'd you miss? Did you get it all?
We got to when you pass out, you just get buoyed up.
Yep. Yeah, so you like don't die, if you like, you wouldn't drown.
Well,
I guess you could still like die, but you wouldn't drown. It wouldn't be because you drown,
I wonder, we debated this just yesterday. I wonder, how do I breathe underwater? How does that work? Would I drown underwater, or would I be fine?
I don't think you die underwater. Or I don't think you drown underwater. You can breathe underwater, so you wouldn't drown underwater.
Okay, then I'm not going to worry about it. That's a pretty cool suit of armor, though.
Yeah, mainly this makes your swimming speed equal to your walking speed. So this isn't really for you because that's already the case for you.
Yes, correct.
She kind of looks at the sends your attention over to the fan. Okay, so this is like a special wind fan, and you can basically, I don't know if you're familiar with like the gust of wind spell, but it sort of functions like that. And like you can use this once a day and sort of like send this like big gust of wind that can like like push things away or stuff like that, or like disperse like vapor or like gases or things like that, that kind of stuff.
Fun. Cool.
You got any other like questions, or what else have I not? I guess I could talk about this little like feather token thing.
Yeah, what does it do? It looks cool.
So if you use this little like token thing, it like creates an anchor that can sort of, if you use it, you basically just have like an anchor on hand that could like moor a craft in water so that it's not gonna like move and stuff. It only lasts for like a day, but could be useful.
How much is it? Casey, this is out of character. This is the one I shouldn't be buying from, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, this anchor is gonna run you like, could be like 100 gold, I think.
I'll have to think about it. It's definitely useful. You might see me come back. I'm gonna go over to Case though, and I'm gonna say, hey, so that little feather thing, it might be useful, but definitely not for 100 gold. So if you want to talk to your little other friend and maybe try and haggle it down, that'd be cool. Or Darren could, or I don't know. Basically, it moors a ship, which could be really useful with how much sailing we might be doing.
Yeah. That could really come in handy. But, yeah, definitely. You were talking to Petal, right?
Yeah, I wasn't really, specifically asking for either of them. I just wanted to know what was up with the items. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was... Now, I know we don't know Noel very well, but she gave me a pretty good price on some of her stuff and said that Petal would not do that here, so...
Mm-hmm.
And I'm whispering this. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, Petal sucks.
Yeah. Understood.
So, okay, do you want me to ask Tuck about it now, or do we want to wait?
Well, we could at least ask. We don't have to buy now, but it could be useful before we set off.
Okay.
Next.
Is there anything else we need, in the immediate now? Before we buy stuff?
So basically the items here, just to, I guess, summarize them. You have mariner's armor, swimming speed equal to walking speed, and if you fall unconscious underwater, sends you to the surface. Feather token gives you the anchor that lasts for a day. Wind fan, basically you get the gust of wind spell once a day. And then you've got the horn of blasting, which is like a big thunderous blast.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at the rest of the party and be like, so we have this match coming up in a couple of days. Do we want to get any potions or anything?
definitely wouldn't be a bad idea.
Probably not. Yeah.
Y'all also bought, I think Theron bought some potions before y'all went to.
Yeah, I have mine,
Graves.
but I don't know
And
what they
then
have.
y'all did get some things on the ship, like
Oh yeah, we can go
there
trade
were some
stuff.
potions that y'all got.
Yeah, we can trade some stuff too. We like got those jewels and like necklace and stuff that we can go trade if we need more money. I forgot about those.
Are y'all buying anything in this store?
Not yet.
I think not yet.
Okay.
I'm good. I think we should come back and check that out. Maybe.
Yep. What's the next task on the docket?
Look at my list.
I love.
I don't have anything.
I love.
I love him too.
Super cute.
Should we talk to Null? Probably.
No.
Null. Thank you. Null. Probably.
Nah. No.
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 Should we talk to Null?
Should we talk to Null?
While we're
also
walking around, I
sport.
kind of want to like keep an eye out for somebody that looks fancy that could potentially be Lord Adrillis.
Okay. Give me like a perception check.
Oh boy. I miss my cleric wisdom modifier.
That's the guy.
I say that and I just rolled an nat 20.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Nat 20.
So that's a 22.
As you're keeping an eye out, you do see a very posh individual just enter Lofty Sales.
Okay.
That is where he's staying.
Mm-hmm.
So
But y'all head over to see Noel.
sure. Do you want to go chase this guy down?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I'll just hoping he comes to our match, but well, yeah.
Okay.
So y'all
We
sort
got a
of
question I need to ask him.
head back over to Lox's Elixirs. And the sort of like store clerk or whatever sees you guys. They told me that a group matching y'all's description might show up. I think they're all upstairs. You can just sort of head up, and sort of motions you to head up there. You can hear some boisterous laughter and talking and rambling coming from the door at the top of the stairs. You enter. All right. You enter and find a very colorful cast of characters. Of course, you see Noel and Ren, who you recognize. You also see a very sort of stoic, calm, pensive individual dressed in sort of neutral tone, sort of almost like robes, sort of tan skin, with a sort of leaned up against the wall with a spear leaned up next to him. You see a very tall, strong-looking fire genasi woman, and her hair is like literally flames, and she's stringing up her bow. You see kind of sitting at the table near Ren and Noel, you see a sort of younger looking yellow tiefling dressed in sort of dark leathers that's sharpening her daggers. She has sort of short hair. You see the source of the boisterous laughter, a very interesting dwarvish man. I don't think any of y'all have ever seen a dwarf with this sort of coloring. His skin is sort of purpley gray, and his hair is shock white. And he's having, apparently the time of his life, chatting with very interesting looking kobold, very short, sort of red scales, and kind of immediately difficult to discern whether they are a male or a female, though they do have a flower that's sort of pinned / tied to one of their horns, and has sort of a odd collection of like belts and sashes, and she's sort of holding a pan flute in front of her, and they all sort of turn and look in your direction, and we're gonna take our break. Do it.
Let's kick it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god, Becky. Look at her
Look
butt.
at her butt.
It's so big.
All right. So you enter this room where all these individuals are, and they've all just turned to look in your direction. And the dwarf will sort of step forward first. Oi, you must be the yo-ho-hos! It's a pleasure to meet you fine folk!
Pleasure to meet you too.
It's great to meet y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for our
He immediately
fight.
just hugs you. We don't get to see very many adventurers, so this is a true pleasure and honor. And I can't wait to test your mettle in the most glorious of battles.
Well, I hope we don't disappoint you. We're kind of new at this whole adventuring thing. I mean, we were all kind of just thrown together in a sea shipwreck. Like, we haven't known each other that long yet.
The Genasi in the back corner sort of... She's been eyeing you guys. Yeah, you look a little green.
That's okay, though. It means we got a lot to learn.
I can respect that. So, where do you all come from?
I'm from Tullerick.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember
Everybody
where I'm from.
else is just from the void? Just from nowhere?
I'm sure Chi would pipe up and say where she's from. I just can't find another sheet.
She is...
I'm from the Whitset area. Whitset.
Whitset? You don't know the name of your own town?
Shut. That was me, not my character.
Oh, I can barely hear Joe. Did y'all swap?
No, we didn't swap.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I can barely hear him.
He said Axrath,
Yes. Axe
even though
Wrath.
he actually said it Axroth.
It's okay. It's all right. Cheese from... Yeah, I can barely hear him.
I can't hear him at all.
I can't hear him at all.
Hello?
Oh, wait, maybe...
Faint.
Okay, I have a weird idea. Maybe...
Molly?
I'm wondering if the AirPods, like, I think they might both have a mic in it, and one of
Oh,
them
do you
might
think
have...
it switched to me when he took
one of-
his out?
Yeah, I think it might have switched to you when
Yeah,
he
I'll be
took
right
his
back.
out, or like when he walked far enough away. I mean, Bluetooth
Take yours out.
as a protocol,
Since you talk loud
Bluetooth
enough
should be,
anyway.
or as like a thing, Bluetooth should be able to reach
Hello?
about 90 feet.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she talks loud enough anyway.
Okay,
It,
we're back.
I think it switches when you take it out.
That's interesting that it doesn't use both mics.
Weird.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for like battery saving reasons, but
Amanda!
DM's gone, now we party.
We are in control now.
Now we can beat them up before the
We
fight
win the
starts.
fight.
MJ, you missed this because you were taking your break last night when I was at Pope's. I ran into someone who I was wearing my Critical Role jacket, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I love your jacket." And we got talking about D&D.
Sorry.
She's playing a Kiwi Aarakocra. I don't know if MJ heard any of that.
Well, welcome back, Amanda. We beat them. It's all
We
good.
just lost
Oh, okay.
MJ.
I see.
We
Sorry.
just lost it.
I forgot to give Molly peanut butter during the break, and she was starting to get upset, so I had to
They know.
take care of that. Okay.
MJ, did you hear what I said?
I did not.
Okay, so
Such
the
a
person I ran into last night at Pope's is currently playing a Kiwi Aarakocra.
Okay.
I just thought you'd appreciate it because you're
That's
playing hoops
really
right
specific. No, that's really great. That's
It
Wait,
is
like-
specific.
like
Wait,
kiwi as
yeah,
in.
do you, when you say kiwi, do you
You
mean
New
like,
Zealand?
do
now.
you
Like the
mean
Kiwi bird from New
bird?
Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
See, all I was thinking is they had a Kiwi accent.
No. They're
Which they
like
could
playing
also
a
have.
Kiwi bird. They're like this big.
oh my
and-
gosh.
I love that. That's amazing.
I thought it was so funny.
All right. So, anyway, she asked where y'all from. Some of you told her. Moving on. I guess the sort of stoic one in the back corner with the robes next to the spear will just say, well, I look forward to surveying your skills and seeing what you have to offer.
Likewise.
It's gonna be cool.
And at this point, the kobold will say, yes, it's going to be very cool.
Oh, but shit! What did Rin said? Rin said her name. I don't
Carol?
remember.
Hi, my name is Carol.
I've
How are
heard
you?
about you, Carol. My name is Darren.
Are you the one that plays instruments?
Whip out my ukulele. Yes, I do.
That's really cool. I also play instruments. And I guess she'll just start playing the pan flute. But I don't have one on hand.
I'm gonna start like jamming.
I think I killed Bigler and Casey. At this point, the tiefling will say, so what exactly do you plan to perform or play? I'm very curious to see what your plans are for this match concert. I mean, do we even really know what it is?
We're gonna fight each other, right? Like for fun, not for realsies. But
Oh, we can make it for realsies.
no, I'm okay. I'd rather learn from y'all than get beat up and possibly permanently disfigured. Lol. I'd rather just have some fun.
I mean, we can just not aim for the face.
As long as you don't kill me, we're good.
No, they're no fun.
I could use a good scar or two.
I'm fine with scarring.
She, drags the whetstone down her dagger. Scarring can be arranged.
I don't.
Rin's gonna
know
be
if
like,
scars are as
okay, so, all right. Anyway, good to see you guys. Word on the street is you just did a pretty big job out in the bay.
You could
Yeah.
say that.
But I got in trouble when I talked about it a little bit, so I think maybe I should talk about it.
Oh, it's one of those like secret missions, you know, we've done some of those in the past. I understand. I know what you mean.
How long have y'all been adventuring as a group?
Jeez, how long have we been adventuring? What'd you say, Noel? I think maybe 5 years, maybe? Or maybe it's 4. I honestly... And Kai will say, it's been 4.5. It'll be 5 in about, 6 months?
You know what's funny is that's longer than Revan here has been alive.
Oh, wow, that's...
Rat him out.
You look very mature for your age.
Why, thank you.
All right, cool. So we should discuss, the details of this plan. We've talked about opening up with a concert of sorts. Carol isn't the... She's very good at the instruments that she has. So, she could play some instruments. Oh.
Oh, do we have a Claudia?
Oh, man, what a
tease.
But I don't know. Y'all could get together and work out a set. I don't know if y'all want to sing or just play instruments. I don't know what sounds good.
Oh, I can cover the singing.
All right, and Carol, what was that, Isla?
I want to be backup vocals.
Oh my god.
Sounds great.
She's an awful singer.
It's all right, so we got a lead singer, we've got some backup vocals. That sounds pretty good.
Hi!
Queen, hello.
Look at her.
Oh, thanks.
You should have worn this tiara.
I have it. Shit, hang on. It's not technically mine. It was lended to me, so
It's on loan.
it's on loan. Yes.
There we go. Beautiful.
Ooh.
She queen.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I meant to get on earlier, and then my AirPods were dead. So I literally have one in. That's almost halfway
You're
charged.
good. The party just went over to Lox's Elixirs and is meeting Fortune's Favored. And y'all are currently talking about the opening act, which is the musical component to this thing. Darren has volunteered to sing. Isla has volunteered to be backup vocals. I don't know if you have an input in any of that.
But I also specified that she's a trash singer, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, great. I mean, yeah, we got music in the church. I'd probably be background vocals too or something.
Cool.
Very,
All right.
very, very humbly offer, yes.
So we've got two backup singers. Great. We got Darren, our lead, and Carol. You're gonna supply some instruments? Yeah, I can supply instruments. That sounds great. Yeah, that's how Carol talks, Claudia. Sorry for the
No.
warning.
Hear the nodes forming.
Right.
It's like when I played Thrak.
Darren, what kind of instruments do you typically like to back you up?
Well, I've got my my ukulele. Honestly, I'm cool with whatever.
Ukulele. All right, I think. Let's see. What does Carol
Well, it's a lute, but it's
have
flavored
that
as a
she could
ukulele.
play? Carol has bagpipes, a drum,
Bagpipes are good.
a horn, and a pan flute. Those are her instruments.
Ooh, I can cover uke. If Carol wants to do some drum action.
That sounds great. She immediately runs over and grabs a drum and starts practicing. I can't drum. All right. So we got some opening music. I think that's gonna be good to get the crowd ready, and then we move into the combat of sorts, which we should talk about that. Ginder, why don't you take the lead? Yeah, that seems like a mighty fine plan. So, when we talk about this combat situation, what rules do we want to establish for this? We should set up some parameters so that we, keep things fair and honest. What are we thinking? Are there things we should avoid? Obviously, killing each other would be bad, so we can agree to that. Are there other parameters to set up?
That's all I was going to say.
Debating whether or not to be like, oh, please don't hurt my cat.
My cat that will respawn. Don't hurt. No, that was just what I was thinking, was non-lethal. Because I don't know any revival magic currently, so. But
if we say non-lethal and we avoid the face, aye?
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Hoot, 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 hoot. Yeah, those seem like pretty good ground rules. What, just like, last one standing wins kind of deal? Or a last group standing? I guess you could concede or, trying to focus your camera.
I don't know why it's like this. It's fine. We're thriving.
It
Continue.
can't
Ignore me,
capture
please.
your beauty. It just can't handle it.
I guess not. Ignore me. Go on, please.
At this point, Noel will sort of chime in. All right, and we have talked about maybe some sort of closing event. We threw around arm wrestling. Do we want to flesh that out and make that more of a structured moment in this thing, or I could really use a little bit more direction on that specific activity?
What if, for the arm wrestling, we drew for straws and one of us battled one of y'all until we got to a championship?
So, wait, after we have a fight to see who wins, then we do it again?
Well, this could be like a pregame thing. It could be a pregame thing.
I thought the original idea was to kind of let the audience, test their strength or whatever.
Oh.
We could have the audience arm wrestle the winners, the losers? I don't know. Do we set up a meet and greet afterwards where they can just arm wrestle any of us?
I mean, a fan meet sounds great.
If we're gonna do like a fan meet, then we're probably gonna have to hire like security and rope off sections of the arena just to keep the crowd. It's logistics. It's a lot of logistics. We can do it, but this is
just because y'all are too famous, huh? No one would want to meet us.
I didn't say that, but you did, so we can roll with that.
They might want to meet us for our interesting name.
Oh, man.
He's got a point. Y'all do have a really interesting name.
It is definitely one of the names.
It is a name.
I think it's fucking great.
I'm glad somebody does. I think it's kind of funny myself.
Yeah, we like a little bit of humor. Of course. That's Bren. Bren talking. Okay, cool. So, opening concert, match, and then meet and greet afterwards? Yes?
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. How much do we want to charge? Remember, these proceeds are going to help the museum. So what do we think is like a good price point?
So
I guess how many people do we expect to show up, and how much money does the museum need, and then we figure out how much we should charge based on that.
maybe.
Honestly, I think it's very possible that like at least half the city shows up at this thing.
Oh, hey.
How many people is that?
I don't know. I'm over a
How many is it,
thousand,
Amanda?
Sure.
How big's the city, Amanda? No.
Fish.
So maybe,
Yeah.
Fish.
So maybe
I think at
5
minimum,
silver?
like. Hang on.
We
Solve this
could
problem.
do like technically free admission, but ask for donations.
That's a good way to not make any money, Chi.
Well,
We could say maybe what? 5
not
silver?
everybody has the money to give. So sometimes that's more inclusive.
We could do a
Maybe.
pay it forward thing where someone who has money wants to leave a little bit of money for someone who doesn't. People do that.
We can do that.
I think we could probably. I think the arena itself could seat like 10,000 people.
Oh shoot.
So you want to say like what, 5 silver ish? I get a decent amount at full capacity. That'd be 5,000 gold.
Yeah. Could do that. 5 silver. What if we bump it to 8?
Seems reasonable. I mean, how much is like a standard meal at the tavern we were staying at? Like 2 silver ish.
Something I don't know off the top
That'd
of my
be-
head, but
It'd be 4 times that.
I think y'all paid a gold for a couple of rooms.
I mean, think about how expensive concert tickets are.
You saying that in or out of character?
Oh, that was out of character. Sorry.
That was out of character. I mean, concert tickets are really expensive.
Counterpoint, or we do 5 silver admission and we offer concessions.
Hey, that could
I
work.
think concessions are good.
Concessions is a good idea.
And then we can
a good
probably
idea.
make double that with concessions at least.
Yes, I concur.
Benji said concessions. All right, I'm out. That will never not be funny to me when somebody just
When somebody
loses
just gets
connections.
yeeted out of roll.
Always funny to me. Always funny.
You people-
It's always good timing.
Am I back in?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You're here.
My internet went bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna write down some notes here. All right. So we've talked about 5 silver for admissions, and then concessions. Ren, maybe you could sweet talk one of the owners of the establishments in town, and they can we can work out a deal for concessions. Yeah, I think I could do that. All right, and we open with music, then the fight, and then end with meet and greet. Slash arm wrestling.
Okay, so I got a question. Do y'all have like merch? Should we be making merch? Do we need to make like shirts or bandanas or little pins for people to wear that say the yo ho ho's on it?
Baron just goes.
Should make yo ho ho's light sticks.
I don't think we have time to do merch. I don't think we were planning on selling merch at this time. But if it goes really well, maybe we could look into some sort of deal. Some sort of like, we could set up like an exclusive sale for select items. I never thought we would have conversations like this in
We really don't have
D&D.
to do it. It's fine if people don't have those t-shirts.
You're welcome.
You know, and if we do decide to do some merch sales, we could accidentally have a small set of them the wrong color, and then they're like collectible, and we can charge extra for them.
Oh,
Just saying.
shrewd businesswoman.
You know.
Excuse me.
So, are there any other things to cover? Let's see. Y'all have been gone for like almost 4 days now. What do we? Claudia trying to adjust her.
Stop! Don't look at me!
Don't look at me. Is somebody playing music in your place? Or in somebody's place? I hear something.
I don't know. I mean, my roommate just got home.
Oh, maybe.
Roommate.
Okay, so maybe in like 2 or 3 days? Possibly?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Cool. I don't know. Y'all didn't, So this... I'm just curious. This job that you just did, how did that go? I don't know many of the details, but I do know that a ship just sank out in the bay.
Okay, it's out of character. How much information do I think would be okay to divulge?
I think the most secretive aspect of the job was just getting the job and getting it completed before people realized there was a shit ton of money out in the bay.
Ah.
I'll just say, well, no, that is what happened.
So I was wrongfully admonished when I was talking about it to someone.
I have nothing to say to that.
I didn't even hear what she said.
She said I was wrongfully admonished when she started talking about it.
Yeah, no, it went all right. We
Was this
We
like
secured
your...
the package and didn't
weren't-
die. There was like a
the ones
whole...
that sank the ship, if that's what you're asking.
There was a sea monster that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you ran into a bit of trouble, says Kai in the corner.
Is that sea monster anything we would have known about? Or is that anything they would know about? Like, because
Give me a perception or insight check.
perception
Revan is
or...
making revelations that he'd like to share with the group later when we're alone.
What did we get?
Okay. I just rolled insight. That was an 11.
An 11.
So.
Anybody get higher?
Nope, I got a 9.
9.
My pass is
That's not
14.
gonna be very high.
18.
18?
Good.
Nice. Good.
Hoots, you do notice the Fortune's favored group, they do kind of all share a look when y'all talk about like a sea monster in the bay.
I as soon as they mentioned that, I nudged Chi. Who?
Is that something y'all would know about? Because we can't make sense of it at all.
I make eye like I use my two like finger feathers, and I'm like,
Now that I think about it, it does sound strangely like something that happened to those people down by the docks. They seem connected.
Callaway will, I guess, chime in. Well, I don't know much about the situation at the docks, but we have fought sea monsters in the bay before, so I'm not surprised that there is still evil that lurks in those waters.
There's a lot of evil that lurks in waters, and on it, and around it, and on land.
All the prepositions.
I do think.
Thanks.
Was it a giant octopus, perhaps?
I mean,
It
there were a
was.
lot of tentacles.
Yeah.
That's what it appeared to be.
And Callaway will share a look with Noel and Kai. Sounds like it might be kin to something we slayed not too long ago.
Or like the mama octopus. Did y'all kill the mama?
I think we killed the baby. Perhaps you were dealing with the mama.
Huh. Or maybe
Mama.
maybe they were siblings.
I suppose they could be siblings. Makes sense for, I don't know.
Anyway, do we think that has anything to do with these people that died with like suction cups and stuff like that, wounds?
Thank you. Somebody else.
I'm not sure. We've tried to work with the authorities, but honestly, there's not a lot to go on in that situation.
Did anything like that happen with the last octopus y'all defeated?
No,
Last
it's just
creature?
an octopus. It's just a giant octopus out in the ocean. We killed it. It didn't lead to like the death of people in town.
Just wondered if they were related. Maybe they had similar traits.
I don't know. I mean, it was a big octopus, and these are smaller suction cup strangulation markings. So I don't. I don't know. I mean, they are both, I guess, involve tentacles. I suppose.
So the suction cups on the people that died by the docks were pretty small.
Yeah, it wasn't like giant suction. It was like a small. I don't know. It's like a smaller tentacle, I guess. I don't
Like
know.
starfish suction cup size.
Do starfish have suction cups? I think it's more just like a regular octopus.
They do.
I do.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
You would know better than me.
Google this in real life now.
I mean,
Revan has
in
no
real
clue.
life, I think they do, but I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know if we would
being
know
honest,
that.
it's hard to tell if it was octopus or like squid. I'm not sure. It was odd. I don't know. Have you ever heard of such a way to be murdered?
Revan kind of eerily looks at the rest of the group.
No.
Make a deception roll.
Damn
Do I
it.
need to too?
She's the one that said no. I think Isla would be the one to roll. She said it.
18.
18.
Nice.
Oh shit, I guess I could roll insight. Let's see what Callaway's insight is. Let's see how this
Let's see what
compares
this level
to
30 character rolls.
Wait, isn't Callaway like Casimir's son? He's probably super insightful.
granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Thank you. Sorry. Goodness.
Look,
Does she have the insight of her
sometimes the
grandfather?
apple does fall quite far from the tree.
What class does Calloway look like she is anyway?
So Calloway, she's dressed in dark leathers. She looks younger, a little younger than everybody else in this group. And she's a yellow tiefling. But
yes, so
seems
cool
roguish. She's been sharpening knives. Interesting. It seems like maybe these murders are an isolated event. I'm not sure. Perhaps caused by a monster, or maybe some creature controlled by something else. I don't know. The problem is there is no... It's like the scene was cleaned or something. Like there's no...
Oh, no.
There's no other evidence around.
Maybe the ocean cleaned it up.
Maybe the ocean cleaned? In what way do you mean that?
I don't know, maybe it washed away the evidence.
Putting that aside, why would the rest of it be cleaned but the body's not taken?
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's almost... I mean, now that you say it's maybe the ocean cleaned it, I was going to say it seems like the entire area, body and like dock around them, were just like covered in briny salt water.
Adjacent. Starfish do have suction cups. There's one at the end of every single tube foot that it has.
She has been deep diving on this for 5 minutes and didn't find it immediately when she...
I also Googled it.
I could have told you they did because of Finding Nemo. But, I mean, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure Finding Nemo is very accurate.
The tank is clean and we are
There's
gay.
a face on the...
They do have a mouth on the...
Were they fucking wrong, Amanda? Were they wrong?
I'm just saying that I don't think these markings are, they seem more like multiple suction cups along a appendage, not a single suction cup on the end of
I
a...
was more just going for cup size. You
Cups,
know,
it's
like
bigger
small.
than starfish, I think. Unless it's a very big starfish, and I don't know. I mean, the problem is nobody was there to see it happen, so we don't really know. We don't have a lot to go on. We don't have the tentacle. I don't know if it's one or two. It's hard to.
Again, I rehash. What if we did a stakeout? I think it could be fun. If we didn't die. What's happened the last 2 nights, right? 2 is a coincidence, but 3 is a pattern. And if it happens again tonight, then maybe we should see what's happening.
What do you think, guys? Well, I think we could maybe we could handle a stakeout.
Definitely wouldn't be a bad idea.
Has it been the same spot on the docks both times, or area?
Wynn will chime in. They seem to be just secluded corners of the dock, not always the same place.
Okay. So we'd probably need to take different areas.
Well, twice the party, double the adventure, right?
I do suppose there are 14 of us in total. It's a rather large group to be hiding.
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't all bunch together in a corner.
We can split up.
Split up and search for clues.
Okay, Belma.
I'm gonna start playing the Scooby-Doo theme.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Why do I feel like that voice?
Gene Keys gang.
What, Bigler?
Why do I feel like your voice for that is familiar?
Yeah, no, same. What does it remind
Is there
me
some character in a TV show that has that voice?
of? Yeah, no, it does. I'm trying to think.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, well, it reminds me of that. It reminds me of this woman on TikTok, the blonde one, where she plays the
Yes,
kid.
that's who.
Yeah.
That's who. It's her little kid voice.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my
definitely.
gosh, Chris!
Yes,
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh, call me
The one with
Chris.
tiny hands. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it makes me think of. Tiny hands.
That's what I was like. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Carol's not going to talk a lot because I cannot do that for her.
That's good.
No, that's good. That's good. That's fine.
Okay, so stake out the docks and see if anything's going on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do we want to? I don't know. Who wants to? In what way do we want to split up?
Well, we should definitely have a healer with each group, if possible.
True. We can do that. Carol's got some heals. I have some. Who else has some heals?
I nat 20 the medicine check one time.
She's got some.
I've got a healing touch.
Okay.
If so if we're just at the docks, are we just going to be splitting? Are we just going to be splitting our time? Just keeping watch.
I don't know.
It seems like there's not a lot of ground to cover.
I mean, our group could take like one side, and kind of split amongst ourselves, and then y'all could take the other half.
Sure. Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah. I think that's
Or we
good.
can co-mingle. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I don't want to. You know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was asking because I didn't know what to do. So
Sure.
that sounds great.
Yeah. Why don't we? Yeah. It's you know, it's daylight right now. What time do we want to kind of head down?
When is nightfall? Is it like at 7?
Yeah. Sure. No, actually, it's probably a little later. I bet sunset's closer to, because we're like, we're either, I can't remember if we're at the
Snowy.
beginning of summer or towards the end of summer.
It's like 7:45.
Yeah, sure.
So why don't we meet up at like 7:30 and go find our little hidey holes and be ready for nightfall?
Yeah, it sounds great. Do you want to meet here, or do you want to meet like in the square, or at one of the taverns that's a little closer to the docks?
We can do tavern.
Tavern. Let's see.
Yeah.
What was the one that was?
I was about to say Salty Spittoon, but I'm pretty sure that's SpongeBob.
That is absolutely SpongeBob. Hang on. Siren Slumber. That's the one. That's closest to the docks.
Yeah, that's the one we're staying at.
Yeah, with a family meal.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's meet at Siren Slumber at 7:30 and see what we can do.
Hey, I mean, we're already meeting there. Why not just
Meet there.
go as a group
Yeah.
and grab some dinner and
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
Then
we
head
can
down.
we can do that. Sure. It's a little early for dinner. But we'll walk
Yeah.
slow. Sure.
I mean, we can go ahead and head back and just meet us there.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
5-ish.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's probably like 3:34 right now. So, sounds good. So y'all head out. Is there anything you want to do before you go to the tavern?
Did you want to try to catch that guy or not?
Nah, not right now. I think there's probably a high chance that he'll be at the fight, maybe. I mean, considering about half the town's going to be there, and he's
Yeah.
kind of a high-profile person. I don't know.
Fair.
We'll see. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Maybe we'll get
Words are hard.
Words are hard. I feel that so hard.
But yeah, I've got questions I need to ask him about a ship, but I think things can wait a little bit.
All right. Anything else? Or just jump to the siren slumber?
Did y'all go shopping? And did y'all see anything like crazy?
I did go shopping. Do I want to fill her in on what was there?
We can also, could we not like retroactively let Chi shop if she wanted to?
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's why I want to ask and see if y'all found anything that was kind of worthwhile or not, or anything in our price range or not, you know. And then I can decide.
Well, I think 4 of us got +1 weapons.
Nice.
Of various weapons. I got a whole bunch of silvered arrows too, just to have them.
Good, yeah. I guess I would more be interested in like just magic items.
We did stop in a magic store.
Yeah, we did. They had
Anything in
like
there?
a feather thing that could anchor a ship for a day. There was like a suit of
wind
armor that
fan
let
and
you.
Yeah.
There was a horn.
Yeah, it was a wind fan. Was it mariner's armor and a horn of blasting?
Yes.
Oh, what does the word of blasting do again? Hang on, I can just look this up.
Like 5d6 on a failed Constitution saving throw and deafens in a 30-foot cone,
Interesting.
and then half as much damage on a successful save.
On a success?
Doesn't deafen.
And then the general potion and stuff.
Gotcha. I mean, I probably won't want to shop then. I think that's Gucci for me.
Cool.
Unless I change my mind later.
I think that was always stopped.
All right. Okay. So, if you end up wanting to get anything, then you can easily do so whenever you want. All right, you guys head to the Siren Slumber. And after a little while, the gang kind of enters and, of course, immediately attracts some attention. And lots of people sort of walking up and, like, talking to them or, like, asking for an autograph, things like that. And Rin sees you guys and waves at you. Hey, do you want us to, like, try and find see if they've got, like, a private room or something? Or...
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, let me ask the. I'll go up to the bar. Just be like, hey, do you guys have like a private room?
Oh, yeah, we do. We normally reserve it. What do you? Hang on. Let me speak to. Let me speak to Zara and see what they think.
We just got we got Fortune's favorite here, grabbing some wondering if there would be a place where we could just eat with them privately, I guess.
Wow, Fortune's favored. Roll a persuasion check with advantage. What was that?
Let's go college eloquence.
That's a nat 20, so 28.
Yeah, we can do that. Of course. And she immediately sort of kind of rushes to prepare the back room for you guys. And after a few moments, she comes back right this way and sort of ushers you guys through to a cozy but private room in the back with a big long table that kind of looks like it's almost made of like a really large piece of like driftwood that's been cut into a nice table. Bunch of chairs around it. I think the table itself can seat like 20, but there's 14 of y'all, so it'll suit you just fine. And above it is sort of like a makeshift chandelier of like sea glass.
Ooh.
Ooh. Jinx.
Can we get you any refreshments? What do you anything you need?
I'll just have water, thanks.
Me too.
Sure.
I think we can get a round of ale.
Ale for sure.
Now you're speaking my language, says Gender, and he just like tosses the lady like a bag of gold and get us situated. And she leaves, and we'll come back with refreshments. All right, stakeout. Stakeouts are fun, right? It's like a slumber party, but like nobody sleeps, which is kind of like what happens at a slumber party. And like, you know, there's like potentially mystery involved. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Very, very
Intrigue.
fun. Intrigue? Noel just sort of... I mean, I think they're typically pretty boring, and, you know, if everything goes well, then it's probably gonna result in some sort of fight or arrest, which could be a tense situation. So I don't know if they're like actually exciting, but you know, that's fine.
Well, exciting has variable definitions, yeah? It can be exciting in a happy way, or it can be exciting in a crazy way. So, it would just be exciting in the crazy way, yeah?
I think she has a point, Noel. I think crazy exciting is arguably the best type of exciting. Noel just shakes her head and sits down. After a while, drinks are brought out, food is brought out as well, and you guys can sit and eat and enjoy yourselves as y'all sort of wait for it to get a little bit later in the day. Rin will sort of say, all right, so you guys just did a job. And look, the word on the street is that, like, this was a Vermilion Shade job. Is that true?
I don't know that we can answer that either
I
positively
feel like that's
or
you
negatively.
answering it, though. You know, like,
Yeah,
I feel like you said
I mean,
that.
that's kinda out of the
Look,
bag.
it's fine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to admit it, that's totally fine. I'm just letting you know that, like, that's pretty cool. Like, few people get to work with the Vermilion Shade, so it's pretty awesome.
Well, I was expecting the opposite reaction, so.
That's out of the bag.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, roll
Inside.
insight.
The
Sure.
opposite.
Alright.
Hang
What
on.
the fuck is up, Kyle?
That is
Oh my
a
God.
22.
22.
Great.
He seems pretty genuine.
Like, actually,
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, that's cool, or like, oh, like,
Yeah,
we're trying to confirm
like,
things.
oh, that's cool.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Look, I know this Vermilion Shade business. I know they're like super hush hush and secretive, and like nobody knows who like their leader is and stuff. But as far as we've heard, all their jobs have been like relatively tame and like don't seem super malicious. So I feel like they're chill.
Yeah.
That's been our experience, so.
You didn't get to talk to their leader, did you?
No, we just talked to the lovely lady over at the
I just wanna know who
cemetery.
it is. Like nobody knows.
There's not even any, like, whispers or anything about it?
Not really. I mean, we're not even sure if it's like a he or a she, honestly. So.
Yeah, only person we've talked to is Foxglove down at the cemetery.
Well,
And she was lovely.
it's pretty neat. Should probably, I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's like a marketing way to use that to bump you up, but hey, you got a big job under your belt. You can certainly get more.
We have a way of finding those jobs, I guess, so far.
Have anything lined up after this?
Honestly, not really.
No, we had some stuff before this, though.
You know, I kind of wish we had some downtime, but it looks like we're probably gonna have to leave town after this.
Oh, where are you going?
Yeah, Mortimer has hired us to go chart some islands and such. Kind of wants to be the first to have the most accurate map of the area. There's some uncharted islands that there's just sort of guesstimations on the map and stuff, and I think he wants it to be a bit more accurate, so.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Mortimer and of you, out of character, I think, isn't the word on the street that they're like as good as a Mythic 6, or they might be, or like
That's
something
what
like
some
that?
people speculate, that like they
Okay.
They're like
could
the
be
next.
as good, or they're like the next Mythic 6.
Okay, so they themselves haven't.
They themselves have not said such a thing.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I just wonder if, because I think he worked with them, and I guess I am a bit curious if he sees any of them in you or anything like that.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't compare us to them. I don't know. What do you guys think? And they're all like, no. No.
Well, that's what they say around the word on the street.
Roll a insight or perception check. Any of you can to their responses to comparisons to the Mythic 6.
15
Alright.
insight.
15,
Ugh, that's low. 12.
12,
I got a 19 insight.
21.
21.
Nice.
Nice.
Interesting. Are they talking? Oh. Pause.
They're unmuted.
Well, definitely with the 21.
They're not unmuted. Oh, okay. There we go.
Definitely the 19 and the 21. And 15 I think would catch a little bit of this too, because I don't think they're necessarily trying to hide it.
Did you say insight or perception?
Yes.
Okay, I got a 15, which isn't great, but
I'd say 15 and up is fine. I would say Noel and Calloway look particularly uncomfortable about being compared to the Mythic 6. Calloway almost looks like almost slightly bitter, almost. But like Carol and Ginder seem like really pumped about it. Everybody else is just like, oh, that's sweet, but no.
Right, yeah. Well, now I'm really interested in what Calloway's so bitter. Or not so bitter, but kind of bitter. I don't want to.
I would ask if I noticed. You don't have to.
I'll just kind of look at Calloway and be like, do you not think so?
I just don't really like being compared to somebody else. I'm just sort of trying to make my own name And I've just kind of had enough of ties and comparisons to family or family friends. Just seems like a lot of
Well, that's
pressure.
fair. No, that's fair.
But I mean, I do think we have talent. I just, I would like for us to make a name for ourselves, without it being tied to who we're related to, or who some of us are related to, I suppose.
Well, I mean, we would know about Helm's Watch, would we? I don't know if we would.
You vaguely. If you want to see how much you know, you can roll a history check.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, you can roll history at disadvantage. Sure.
She really wants. Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 19 history.
Yeah. You know, like, basically, wow, I just almost fell out of my own chair. You know about Holmes Watch. You know that they are like long time ago, thousands of years ago, were a group of heroes that fought to defend the world, kind of helped defeat Tiamat and this ancient green dragon called the Consort ages ago. And they worked very closely with the god Bahamut to defend the world, and ultimately were tasked with protecting these dragon orbs and stuff. So you know about them for sure.
I would just say, like, well, that's kind of how it is, though. There's, because before Mythic 6, there were Helm's Watch, so, there's one thing, and then there's another, and then another, and
yes, but
so I think
none of Mythic 6 were related to Helm's Watch. They were their own thing, and they fought and worked hard to make their own name, and I just feel like half the time we are getting pushed along simply because some of us have fancy last names or relatives or something, and maybe we don't. Maybe we don't want to be compared to people that we aren't.
I see. You don't want any nepotism. You want to be your own independent in spite of.
If I'm being honest, I don't even think. I think if my father and my sister had it their way, I would not be out adventuring. I would be, I don't know, like a politician or an ambassador or something. I don't know.
Well,
you will probably meet them both at this match. They'll probably be there.
there's something to be said for not paying attention to what other people say about you, though. You know what your accomplishments have been, and you know what you're capable of and what you've done. And
Yes,
just because someone thinks that you're gliding on your relatives' coattails doesn't mean that you are.
I'm just not sure if I don't know if I'm good at the right things, I'm expected to be this, I don't know, this hyper intelligent and insightful person, and instead I would much rather prefer sticking to the shadows and taking things when nobody is looking.
Hear, hear.
I'm not the most book-learned individual, and I think my father is a bit frustrated by that.
Well, hey, I don't even know who Helm's Watch is, so at least you're better off than me.
I do not know.
That's right. She does that.
You're lucky my grandfather is not here because he would give you a lecture.
I don't know. That might be a lecture I would need. I don't
Actually,
know.
I think my father and sister would also give you a lecture. Oh, jeez.
Sounds like a very fun family.
I think we're well suited to our name, Dark.
Well, I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject. I was just
But
curious.
it's poking nerve. Noel will sort of set her glass down on the table. I think we're just a little tense. We all understand family pressure and living up to expectations. It's okay. Let's just enjoy the meal and prepare for the stakeout.
Can I, like, while we're eating, can I, like, telepathically see if, like, ask Pancake if he would mind kind of just, like, wandering around underneath the table and every now and then just kind of nudging up against Calloway's leg?
Yes, you can absolutely do that. And I would say over the course of the meal, like, the tension in her shoulders does sort of relax a little bit.
So sweet.
I didn't take home emotions, I don't believe. LOL for today.
I don't think she's, like, in hysterics. I don't think we're quite to a calm emotions moment. Noel will just sort of continue to talk. No, I think we have certainly benefited from some connections we have, but I think all of us would agree that we want to sort of make our own name, and I don't know, I think you probably understand not wanting things handed to you. I guess it depends on what's being handed to you, though, right?
A tad.
A tad.
Yeah.
But we're making our way.
Take him away.
Making our way. And it seems like you guys are moving up in the world, so I'm sure after this match you'll have some offers.
That'd be great.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. I wish Caroline was here so that could get into some of her stuff.
Yeah, with Kai.
I'm putting a pin in it. We'll address
Well,
it.
Caroline is high on.
Well, she
Meth
texted
right
me.
now.
She told me that she wasn't feeling good.
Her wisdom teeth getting taken out have taken it out of her.
Some
Oh,
people
yeah.
bounce back quickly, and some people it is a time.
Yeah.
Bounce back quickly. This one.
Oh, yeah.
I did not.
I did.
I was at the park
still
the
have
next
mine.
day playing frisbee.
Agreed.
Amazing.
We bought my first car 3 days after mine, so.
All right, y'all conclude your meal and head to the docks. Ren will sort of chime in. All right, do you want west side or east side?
Can I flip a coin?
I was about to say, yeah, I think that's.
Go for
1 to
it.
3 is going to be west, and 4 to 6 will be east. It's a 3 west.
West. All right, you guys take west side. We'll take east side, and good luck.
You too.
Sure. So you guys part ways. Why don't you guys give me a little stealth check?
Oh boy. Oh right, I have disadvantage. F that. Okay.
Nat 20!
Wow.
27.
Does that
15.
count?
Okay, hang on.
Yeah,
Let's
your
go,
hand
let's go
doesn't punch
down
that.
the line, okay? So, Joe, what'd you get?
Double 19 on
He
disadvantage.
rolled 219.
Oh,
Wow,
Wait,
wow, wow.
I don't have a mod on that. Hold on. Give me a sec. Sorry.
Whereas me, the rogue, rolled a 3, 4, and 11.
wow. 3, 4, and
Wait, what?
3, 4,
Three.
and 11.
to total. Gotcha.
Yes.
So I'm at 23.
23, 11, Theron,
Not 24, 27.
27.
Nice.
I'm 27.
I'm
I guess,
27.
do I need a roll for,
Oh,
I don't know what her mod is.
I don't either. I had
Hang on. I'm pulling it up. I rolled an 11. Let's see
Probably
what
something.
her mod is. It's probably 9. It's probably 8 or 9. So I bet
It's probably, yeah, it's probably something good.
I want to say hers was around mine.
all you rogues should have similar-ish stealth. Wop wop wop, we want bing bong. Level 4. Orilana. Come on. I know I have like a bajillion tabs open, but plus 8, so that's a 19.
Okay. Nice.
Darren,
15.
15. Chi,
17.
17. Guys,
I know, for once.
Hoots,
12.
12. All
That's not bad.
right.
We're sneaky this
Not
time.
bad. Not bad at all,
Very nice. So overall, really good job. So you guys very stealthily move down the docks, and what kind of places are you wanting to like position yourselves to do this stakeout?
I mean, I want to be like behind people, but I will be at least within 60 feet.
Is there any sort of like upper lookout point that I could like climb up and?
I was thinking the same thing.
Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
6.
That's a nice. Not flat, 20 night.
Okay. Yeah, you can spot some, there are some, like, posts, or some, like, you could kind of hide on some of the docked ships and have, like, a higher vantage point. Or some of the, like, you could hide somewhere up on the seawall or something.
Is one of the docked ships the ship we drove here on that Vice is on?
I like that you say drove. You drove here on the ship. I like that. Yeah, one of them is that ship. The House Star. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, wait.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna gesture to Theron that I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna point out some other like lookout places that Theron could go instead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I'm just like,
Where?
Emily, this is a stakeout. This isn't a dick
And
appointment.
I'm sure I'd point one out to Caroline's character too.
Okay,
I'm sure she'd want to do that as well.
sure.
So,
Okay.
and I'll get on the House Star and try and find Vice and go up into the bird's nest.
Crow's nest. Okay.
I'd like to find somewhere that's like within, like kind of upper, but like within throwing distance of the dock if I need to like throw a dagger or something.
Sure. Why don't
It's like a
you
balcony or...
give me an additional stealth check as you're those that are moving. So like to these upper places. So Isla, why don't you also give me one?
17.
17.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey!
Theron, you position yourself kind of at a higher point, that you got a good vantage point. You do so pretty stealthily. Isla, you go to the House Star and you're looking around for Vice, and you don't see him. He doesn't seem to be on the House Star.
Can I find a crew member?
Sure. What level of crew member are you looking for? Like, low tier or like Alice, the captain?
I don't know that I need to bother Alice yet. But, like, not a grunt.
You tell me. You want like Shelly the cook, or do you want the little gnomish girl, or
Red shirt, yellow shirt, blue shirt.
Shut up. Let's go for Shelly. Let's talk to Shelly.
God. Okay, so you, I guess, go wake up Shelly.
She's asleep.
It's the middle of the night.
Is anyone awake?
Well, you already woke Shelly up, so
you already
she is.
you woke Shelly up.
Okay.
What do you want?
Hey, Shelly, I can't find Vice, and I really need to talk to him. It's important.
His contract with the House Star ended. He's looking for other jobs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he told me that.
He did. He
Well,
really did.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It's the middle of the night.
I'm gonna climb up into the bird's nest now.
Okay, you woke Shelly up, pissed her off, and then you go hide in the crow's nest. Give me one more stealth check.
No.
22, 8.
This is what happens when you
14.
don't take
Oh,
notes.
This does not stay in my eardrum. What?
That is not my problem.
Sorry,
Well, I
the
don't think
headphone fell out of my
it should
ear.
be in your eardrum, actually. I think that would be problematic.
I just said it won't stay in my ear.
Oh, I thought you said eardrum, by the way.
My
No.
deepest condolences.
Sorry. I rolled a 14 plus 8. That's a 22, right? That's how math
Okay,
works.
you scurry up to the
Okay.
crow's nest. You have a very high vantage point.
Cool.
All right, where does everybody else kind of want to be? Lower?
I'd like to stay on solid ground if possible.
Easily done. What about Darren, Chi, and Hoots?
I like the solid ground option as well.
Yeah, I kind of want to find some barrels to hang out behind.
Sure.
No.
Sounds fun. I'll go with them.
I'll have
Barrel buddies.
Pancake like sit, like just kind of lie lazily on top of one, and I'll be like looking through his eyes.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it. What about Hoots?
Is there any way I could be in the air flying, or would I have to do a separate stealth check for that?
You'd probably have to do separate stealth for flying in the air.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'll take a airborne position, and I'll just be in the air. I'll be more than happy to do the additional check.
Sure. Give me the stealth.
Please.
Like the night.
Oh, perfect. That is a 7, so I am
Oh, fuck.
struggling out there.
Well, you're definitely flying up there. The question is, it might be making a little bit of noise. It's hard to tell. So.
My forte, making noise.
All right. So you guys flying around up there. And the rest of you guys are hiding. Why don't you guys give me perception checks?
21 from Isla.
21.
14.
Better than me.
I think you also got a 21, no?
I got a 14 too, Casey. Oh, well.
I also got a 14. Oh wait, no, sorry, 12. Sorry, that's a 12.
14 team. Oh.
15?
15.
18 for Revan.
18. I didn't roll for
Oh wait, shit, no, that should be using Pancake's mod.
Oh yeah, because you're looking through Pancake's eyes.
I don't know how that how that works. Whether I use my own or Pancake's if I'm looking through his eyes. I can.
I think you use. Ooh,
Let me take a look at Find
I think
Familiar.
Yeah.
in Critical Role at least, they always use the cat mod.
Well, it's a different. It's. I don't know. Just read the spell. It'll tell you. Orlana got a 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go Orlon.
Go Orlana. It's your birthday. Cool. Well, I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'd be using his, so that'd be a 13.
A 13. Cool. All right. So, you guys spend a good chunk of time kind of waiting around at the docks, and keeping an eye out. And, you know, a good chunk of time passes without really any incident or issue. And I'd say about like 2 hours in, you guys do hear the sound of footsteps. It sounds like more than one person, perhaps a small group of people that seem to be heading towards the western end of the docks where you guys are.
Can you tell what direction
Because
they're
we
coming
hide.
from?
Like they'd
yeah.
be coming from the east towards the west, I guess. We'll say like you get to the docks and then it T-bones out and there's like east and west and you guys are in the western end and they're coming that way.
I get a dagger ready to throw just in case.
Yeah, we hide. I'm a hide.
You're already hiding.
Oh, I just thought we were just like. I guess I would be hiding.
Can I have Pancake kind of just turn and look?
Sure.
Can we
Pancake
tell?
turns and looks. With his, I think it was 13, he sees a group of about 5 individuals, sort of dressed in darker, nondescript clothing. They're kind of moving slowly, but with, I don't know, intent or purpose.
Can you try like sniffing to see if you can get
Sure. Give me
anything?
an additional perception, but if it's got, I don't know if he gets a extra bonus to scent related things.
He does. That's a 16.
16. You Pancake gets the scent of, the first initial scent is the scent of the salty sea air. And off of this individual's, I'd say probably a strong scent of like, kind of like sweat. That kind of smell. Maybe a little bit of kind of the smell of maybe like almost like a sort of like a metallic-ish scent. Or like, I don't know, tarnished metal or something.
Can I pull out my little binocular thing? It's not a binocular, it's a little telescope thing. Can I look?
Sure. Give me perception. Because it's nighttime. Well, I don't know. I haven't been giving y'all disadvantage this whole time, so I guess, roll normally.
Oh, so bad. I just messed up the placement of.
Yeah, it's hard when you just like don't adjust it quite right, you know.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. You're also like fairly far away. You're like way up in the crow's nest. But they keep moving. Probably getting fairly close to some of you guys.
Do we think that we're hidden?
I was gonna say, do they seem to be looking for something, or are they just?
Yeah, kind of. They're moving slowly, which could suggest that they either are trying not to be seen, or maybe they're looking for something. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. Could be both. Who knows?
Do we hear them saying anything now that they're getting closer?
Now that they're getting closer, I'd say you can hear what kind of sounds like sort of the like faint clink and rattle of like metal. So even though they're sort of like sort of cloaked or wearing dark clothing, it seems like somewhere on their person they have metal, perhaps armor, and give me a perception check for listening.
That would be a 9.
9. Like you can almost hear like a, but you can't quite make it out. They keep moving very slowly. You see, you do see that these individuals are armed. They seem to be holding spears.
We can't see Fortune's favorite at all, can we?
No, they're in total different side of the dock. One of them goes, shh. Wait. I don't know, something doesn't feel right. I don't think we're alone.
Oh no.
We're gonna end right there.
Oh no! I had to remember to make owl noises. I was going to ask you specifically to be like, can I just actually start hooting? I know they hear me. It has to be me. They have to hear me.
Oh, man. All right, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. To support us, please like and subscribe. Every little bit counts. And other than that, I really hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll see you again next time.